Hello, my little lovelies. Welcome to day 2 of my Read Alouds. Today we're going to be reading Get Me Out of This Book, Rules and Tools for Being Brave. As we read this, I want you to recall what we learned about point of view and how point of view is how a person is thinking, feeling, and believing about something. And I also want you to remember personification and how personification is when an object is acting, feeling, and behaving like a person. And this is told from the point of view of a bookmark. So you're going to see how both point of view and personification are really key skills in understanding this book. So let's get started. Get Me Out of This Book, Rules and Tools for Being Brave by Kaylee Dacos and Deborah Collette. Illustrated by Sarah Infante. I'm Max. I'm a bookmark who used to be scared to death of books. The pictures freaked me out. So again, our narrator is a bookmark, and his name is Max, and he's telling us that he used to be really, really, really scared of books. When I was on a page with a king cobra, I couldn't look, and I shook, and I screamed, "Get me out of this book!" But no one heard, and I was trapped. That's when I snapped and went back to school for a special bookmark badge. I had to learn how to handle the scariest pictures in the scariest books. My trainer was tough. He taught me rules and tools for looking right at scary. I love how when he didn't know what to do, he went to learn something, went to school to learn something. Knowledge is power. Then he put me in a book on a page with a shark. It had giant white teeth and it was swimming towards my face. I could almost feel the bite and my heart went ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. I couldn't look and I shook and I screamed, "Get me out of this book!" And then I remembered number 1 of the rules and tools. Breathe deeply. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. I kept breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing until my heart slowed down to ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And I could look past the teeth to the eyes of the shark and say, "You're just a picture, and you can't hurt me." Creepy was next, when I was put on a page with hundreds of cockroaches crawling towards me like an army. I couldn't look, and I shook, and I screamed, "Get me out of this book!" And then I remembered number 2 of the rules and tools. Make a plan. I decided to think up a song and to sing really loudly. Macaroni, macaroni, 1, 2, 3, you're not real and you can't hurt me. I kept singing and singing and singing and singing until I was able to open my eyes very slowly and look right at those cockroaches. The next book was haunted. I was put on a page that was darker than dark, and I knew spooky dead things were hiding there. I couldn't look, and I shook, and I screamed, "Get me out of this book!" And Then I remembered number 3 of the rules and tools. Think good thoughts. I will get through this dark page, I said to myself. If other bookmarks can do it, I can too. I couldn't see anything at all, so I decided to practice. What would I do if a 10-foot skeleton came out of the dark and was ready to attack me? I'd punch him. Then I'd watch his bones fall apart into a pile on the ground. They would look so silly, I'd start laughing and laughing and laughing. When I stopped practicing, I was still all alone in the dark, but I realized that the good thoughts were right there to help me. I graduated from bookmark school, and I loved my special bookmark badge. I had learned rules and tools, and now I wanted to go into the scariest pictures in the scariest books. So he's feeling confident. He can handle anything. Before long, I found myself in a closet, a dark closet, a locked closet. I was trapped inside with a monster that had 7 hairy heads, and I wanted to freak out. But I remembered that I had the rules and tools and I knew what to do. I started to breathe deeply. Deep breath in, deep breath out, until I was feeling calm. I made a plan. I stood very tall and pretended I was not afraid. I thought good thoughts. I could do this. I could handle this. I would be all right. I looked right at the 14 eyes and the 7 heads. One head was looking up. One head was looking down. One head was looking halfway around. One head was screaming. One head was trembling. One head was closing its eyes. And one head was sobbing big, gooey tears. Look at all those heads. Think about all the different emotions expressed just on this one page. And that's when I realized that the big hairy monster with all those heads was afraid of the dark closet too. I yelled at the heads, "Don't be afraid. Tomorrow someone will turn the page in the book and you'll get out and everything will be okay." Look at how he's encouraging even the scary things. Look at how even the scary thing is scared too. And then I knew that I would be okay too, even in the scariest pictures, in the scariest books, because the rules and tools really work. The end. I want you to take 20 minutes and summarize the 3 rules and tools that the bookmark used to face the scary situations. And I want you to also include maybe a time that you were scared and what you did to not be scared anymore, to face your fears. Love y'all.